These close-up action shots, I really like these.
You get my nose hair?
They're my favorites. What do you got in your hand?
A wee hose.
A wee hose? What's a wee hose? Where are we at? Where are we at with the truck? Give us an update.
Well, lizard skin. Did we already go through that?
Yes.
Lizard
Talked
skin,
about the
dashes back in, airbags. I'm not doing anything else on the inside till we are done polishing, because there's going to be a lot of dust and sanding and grit and all that crap, and I don't want to get anything dirty. So
Okay, that makes sense.
that's all done. Now this, so we got the frame painted.
Okay.
Brake lines shortened, hooked back up.
Oh, okay.
Fuel tank, this cross member is fabricated. It's an original cross member, but fabricated so that it'll fit this tank. This vapor canister was actually back here, but we had to make a new bracket and fabricate something right here so that it fits in front of the fuel tank.
Okay. So the next, we're gonna get started on making a fuel line for this car because it needs a fuel line, right? The fuel lines are too long for where the gas tank sits now.
Doesn't fit anymore.
Yep. We're definitely gonna have to move them. So, because the first thing we need to do is put the fuel tank back in so that we know where it sits. And then we can start on getting this metal fuel line out of the way, because we're gonna replace it with an AN fuel line. Sounds good? All right, let's get to it. Okay, now we can pull our fuel line off. Sweet.
Got a fuel line for sale.
Fuel line for sale. Alright, so, you got our thing there. So everything is plugged in, going where it needs to go, it looks like, except for the actual, just the feed line now, huh? Alright, where's your box of goodies? Box O goodies. Same fuel line, fuel hose, and fittings that I run on the good old Bullet.
Which is scary, but...
Why is that scary? It's good enough to hold 1500 horsepower. I think it's good enough to hold whatever that thing puts down over there. Good solid 250 probably.
So, we'll be putting down some horsepower.
You think so? Maybe with a turbo attached. Oh, rookie mistake. You gotta take that piece off. Yeah.
We're not gonna put it in now, are we?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Got our AN line. Obviously it's just sitting there. We haven't beauty tied it yet. But yeah, it's done. You make sure everything's tight, obviously, once we finish it up. That's pretty much where it's gonna go.
Got it all nice.
Mm-hmm. Put it back in its clips.
Oh, you swap this?
Yeah, I put the thing on it. The only thing I'm having a question about is that line. The evap line right there.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. No, not that one. The one attached to the hose.
This one?
Yeah. Like it curls the wrong way.
Well, maybe that tank is...
Face different?
Yeah, maybe the way
Yeah, probably, because it didn't make any sense the way it was routed like that.
I don't know.
Awesome. Yep.
You and me stuck on the ocean now, nothing but waves and they're spilling in. I wanna dry up but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here, all my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome.
Way off on this side, it's hanging up on top. Dang. That was part of it though. You know, unfortunately, the brace that we made for the fuel tank did not work out. So a little bit of a hiccup, but not something we can't overcome. The brace that we made for the front of the fuel tank is touching the underside of the cab just a hair, and it's keeping it from actually coming down on the body mounts fully, which is a little disappointing, but it's expected in a build like this. You can't expect everything to go 100% great every single time. So this is part of the trials and tribulations that you're going to go through with a custom build like this. But it's not a big deal. We're gonna adapt. We're gonna overcome this. We just need to do a little bit of a modification to the brace, and we'll be all right. We'll get it back on.
Lift it back up.
Lift it back up.
Fix that part.
Fix it and get it back on. One quick last update on the truck. As you can see, we are actually starting to put it back together. Well, the last thing you saw was that we ended up having a problem with the crossmember brace. This brace over here was the problem. We tried to reuse it. It's actually the factory brace. One, it has the curvature that we wanted to really hug the tank right, and two, it had that factory look still. So we wanted to retain that, we wanted to reuse it, and we tried, but we just failed, and that's the way it works sometimes. It got in the way of the cab sitting down properly. So as you can see, this brace right here is the replacement. We did utilize the actual piece that hugs the tank there, so it still kind of has some of the originals, a tight fit against that cab right there. But now the cab is sitting proper. It's got all the bolts in it, so it's set to go. Don't worry about the color here, we'll get into that later. All the body work on the side has been done. Right now we're just kind of hanging all the panels, the bed, the doors are back on it, the fenders need to go back on it. In order to transport this car, we actually took the extra step to get rid of all the rock card that is usually down here. Usually at the bottom of these trucks there's that very textured-y feel, the rock guard in other words. We cleaned all that off. It's going to be completely smooth. When the paint goes in it, it's just going to be one smooth thing, which I thought was a pretty neat extra feature that Adon went ahead and did. That's it. Take one last look at the truck before it goes to paint. Oh, and leave a comment down below. Help me convince Adon, because I want to take this truck to the Houston Performance Truck Shootout in July 18th at Houston Raceway Park. Leave a comment down below for him. Let him know that you want to see the truck there at the shootout in Baytown, July 18th. Even if we have to take the truck halfway done, even if we have to be wet sanding and buffing the truck in the pits, I want to take it. Help me convince him by leaving a comment down below. Hey Adon, we want to see the truck. Bring it out. HPT shootout, July 18th at Houston Raceway Park. So that's it. That's where I'm going to leave you on the update for the truck. Make sure if you haven't already, follow Adonamite over here. The next couple videos you'll see will be the paint process, us actually shooting the paint, and then coming back home. So we're almost there, guys, but we are running out of time to try to make this shootout. We also have a second show that we're going to try to make in the Austin area right after this first show. So we got a lot of work to do, not a whole lot of time, but hey, that's not unusual for this channel, right? Wanted to show you guys real quick, got a little project going on here at the shop. A F-body Camaro. I'm not sure what year model this is, 80 something possibly, but we'll take a look at it here in a minute. It's actually a buddy of ours from the shop at Houston House of Power. It's their Camaro, I think their personal Camaro. So we're gonna take it, bring it inside, get it prepped, get it painted, and take it back to them. That's the plan. Look at that beautiful thing. Let the guys take care of that, and I'll pack up the trailer.